gotten a voicemail before, maybe from your mom, your doctor, a number you didn't recognize. But what if you picked up your phone one morning and the voicemail was from yourself? Your number, your name, your voice, describing everything you did the day before, word for word, perfectly accurate, down to what you had for breakfast, down to the argument you had in your car that nobody else heard, down to the thing you thought about before you fell asleep. The message was left at 3:07 a.m. You were asleep by midnight. This is the story of Claire Maddox and the voicemail she wishes she never played.
Claire was 26 years old when it started. She lived alone in a small apartment in Portland, Oregon. Second floor, one bedroom, the kind of place where you learn the sounds of every neighbor through the walls. She worked remotely, data entry for a logistics company she'd never visited in person. Her days were quiet, routine, predictable. She woke up on a Tuesday in October to her phone buzzing on the nightstand. One voicemail. She almost didn't check it. She'd been getting spam calls all week, extended car warranties, fake Amazon alerts, the usual. She assumed it was another one of those. But when she looked at the screen, the number was her own, not similar to hers, not a spoofed number that looked close, her exact number. Her contact name, Claire, with a little coffee cup emoji she'd added 2 years ago. She stared at it for a long moment, then she pressed play. The voice on the recording was hers, not a distorted version, not a recording that kind of sounded like her. Hers, exactly. And it began describing her Monday.
The voicemail was 4 minutes and 12 seconds long. She listened to it 3 times before she got out of bed. It started with the morning. You woke up at 7:43. You hit snooze twice. The second time you knocked your phone off the nightstand and didn't pick it up until you got back from the bathroom. That was true, all of it. It continued through her morning routine. What she ate, what she watched while she ate it, the exact playlist she put on while she worked. It described the phone call she had with her sister at 2 p.m. Not just that the call happened, but what was said. The argument about their mother's birthday. The part where Claire started crying and tried to hide it. It described the walk she took at 4 p.m., the route she chose, the dog she stopped to pet outside the corner store, the owner's name, which the owner had told her, and which she'd already forgotten by the time she got home. And then it described the evening. Dinner, a shower, an hour of reading, and then the things she'd thought about before she fell asleep. Something she had never said out loud to anyone. Something she had never written down. A thought so private that hearing it spoken back to her in her own voice made her feel like the walls of her apartment had moved 2 inches closer. The message ended with 7 seconds of silence. And then her own voice said, "You should check the front door." She checked the front door. It was unlocked. She always locked it before bed. Claire did what most of us would do. She told herself there was a rational explanation. She called her phone carrier. They told her it was technically impossible for a voicemail to be sent from the same number receiving it. Their system wouldn't allow it. There was no record of an outgoing call from her number at 3:07 a.m. She called a tech friend who spent 2 hours trying to explain it as a spoofing glitch, a carrier error, a 1 in a million routing mistake that made it look like the call came from her. But none of that explained what was in the message. No one could have known those things, not her sister, not her neighbors, not anyone who had access to her apartment. The thought before she fell asleep, she'd asked herself over and over if she'd ever said it out loud, ever typed it, ever whispered it to herself in a way someone could have recorded. She hadn't. She started a journal, started documenting everything, every detail of every day. She told herself it was to track patterns, to find something she was missing. 3 weeks passed. Nothing happened. She almost convinced herself it was over. And then, on a Thursday morning in November, she woke up to 2 voicemails, both from her number. Both left at 3:07 a.m. The first one described her Wednesday. The second one described her Thursday, the one that hadn't happened yet. She played the second voicemail once, then she deleted it. She told me later, in the message she sent to this channel, that she deleted it because she was afraid of what she'd do if she knew what was coming. She was afraid she'd try to stop it, and she was more afraid of what might happen if she did. She moved out of the apartment 2 weeks later. New city, new number, new phone. Not transferred, brand new, bought in cash from a store she'd never been to. For 4 months, nothing happened. She started sleeping normally again, started convincing herself that whatever it was, it had been tied to that apartment, that number, that version of her life. And then one morning in March, she woke up to her new phone buzzing. One voicemail from her new number. She didn't play it. She told me she could see in the notification preview just the first few words that appear before you open it. 4 words. You woke up at... She threw the phone in the river. She bought another one. That was 8 months ago. She says she still checks her voicemail every morning before she does anything else. So far, nothing. But she also told me one more thing before she stopped responding to my messages. She said that on the night before she threw the phone in the river, she heard herself breathing. Not through the phone, in the room, on the other side of the bed. And whatever was there, it already knew she could hear it. Claire hasn't responded to any messages in 3 months. Her Reddit account, where she first posted this story, was deleted the same week she went quiet. The original post was archived by 2 users before it disappeared. Those archives still exist, if you know where to look. I'll leave a link in the description. Or don't click it. Some files are better left closed. This has been The Dim Archive. New entry next week. Don't check your voicemail tonight.